Where is she? I don't know where she is. Where is it? I don't know. Where did you go with her? I know you're not that cruel inside. I'm begging you, Lee, just tell us. This is Lee Rodarte, a man taken into custody for being suspected of kidnapping and killing his coworker, Savannah Gold. With no idea where Savannah could be, the cops knew getting this interrogation wrong could mean they might never catch the killer. What's even worse is that Lee had a foolproof story that was going to make sure Savannah was never to be found. Lee, however, is under the impression that he is smarter than the detectives. Little did he know, this would be a massive mistake for him. On the 2nd of August, 2017, Savannah's family received text messages stating she was running away and quitting her job. The messages were riddled with errors, causing her family to panic and report her as missing immediately. Throughout the investigation, the police were grasping at straws until they were suddenly sent CCTV footage from the Bonefish Grill where Savannah worked. The video shows her getting into a silver car in the parking lot before it began to shake violently, with the door being thrust open and pulled shut 3 times. The car then drove out of the parking lot, and Savannah was never seen again. After a series of interviews, they discovered the car was identical to Lee Rodarte's, a manager at the grill and boyfriend to Savannah for around 2 months. Lee was immediately arrested on suspicion of murder and brought into the interrogation room. However, he was told by police it was for an unimportant traffic warrant, and that's when the following happened. I'll say right out here something, you can go have a seat for me real quick. I'll be right back. Being told the detective will be right back obviously implies to Lee that he won't have to wait long. But it would actually be 90 minutes before anyone enters the room again. Only a few days ago, Lee was interviewed about the disappearance. Only a few days ago, Lee was interviewed about the disappearance of a girl he kidnapped. Now he's been handcuffed and taken into a police interrogation room. Lee will be feeling incredibly anxious now, but remember, he's confident there's no way the cops have enough evidence to take him down. But unfortunately for him, the facade the detectives put up is all about to be ripped away. Hey man, how you doing? Good. You remember me from the other day? This is my partner. The detective that enters isn't the same one who brought him in, it's the one who interviewed him about Savannah 3 days prior. Any comfort he found in thinking this was unrelated is now gone, replaced with pure panic. But Lee's plan remains the same, so he tries to keep himself composed. So Savannah, you said you knew her from work. Fill me in, how long have you known her? Lee begins to ramble, stretching a simple answer into a long explanation. People with nothing to hide keep answers short. People under pressure over-explain. He talks about how they got close, hung out, and then claims she got into drugs, something never confirmed by anyone in her life. After talking for over 5 minutes, the detectives now suspect he's hiding something. So they test him. In a previous interview, Lee said he hadn't seen Savannah in a while. But CCTV proves otherwise. When was the last time you saw her? This is what I didn't tell you the truth about, last time I saw her was Wednesday afternoon. Just like that, Lee places himself at the scene. He claims they met in the parking lot, argued, and she left in a green pickup truck. But this is a lie, because the footage shows she never left his car. Lee is now unknowingly building a case against himself. He doubles down, adding more details about a mysterious truck, digging himself deeper. At this point, detectives apply pressure. Where's Savannah right now? I don't know. They confront him with evidence. She never got out of your car. There is no green truck. Then comes a shift in tactic. The female detective becomes emotional, begging him, appealing to his humanity. Be human, Lee. Where did you go with her? I know you're not that cruel. This emotional contrast breaks him. She was hitting me. I squeezed her, around her neck. I didn't let go. Finally, the confession. Where is she now? A pond, on the west side. Club du Clay. Days later, a dive team recovered Savannah's remains, burned and almost unrecognizable. Her cause of death couldn't even be determined. Lee Rodarte later pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and, in March 2021, was sentenced to 40 years in prison.